Harv's Air at our Steinbach location started in 1973 as initially primarily involved in aircraft sales and flight training. The flight training became a bigger emphasis and the sales a smaller emphasis. We started in Steinbach in 1973, initially myself as the one and only pilot, and my wife Betty doing the office work, and as well as one mechanic. We're definitely a family business, although because of the growth of our business, we have delegated people for different roles, but very much a family involvement at present.
We have it all under one house. We have a large fleet, so we have a variety of airplane types. We have a variety of flight instructors. We have on-site accommodations. We have the track record of a lot of students trained.
Oh, the atmosphere here at Harv's is just wonderful. I've worked here for 2 years now, and the thing that's really great about Harv and Betty and Adam and Greg is you're a part of a family here when you work here. They treat you just like you're part of their own family, and they take really good care of you.
Harv's Air is our baby. It's our passion. It's three things in one. It's a flight school, it's an air taxi service and aircraft maintenance. And flight school is our biggest thing that we do, and the aircraft maintenance supports our flight school. And the air taxi is also flown by the instructors and the pilots.
Our location in Steinbach has been really a good location from the standpoint of available space, quick access to airspace in terms of practicing and so on. Operating our own private airport gives the student a real advantage in the sense that we're the primary operator here. There's no delay for other traffic. We have quick access to the training area, so there's really no time lost in doing in the air what you need to do.
My training has been efficient because in terms of getting airborne, there is no delay in getting airborne over here, unlike at major airports. But if you intend to go into control airspace, all you need to do is climb about 2,000 feet and you're in the control airspace. So you have a right mix of the ease of operations and the reach into control airspace.
At Harv's, it's been really nice. A lot of good experience with kind of uncontrolled airports, so it's really good for that. Decision making's very important right from the beginning, so that was good, and it's part of the training the whole way through.
Economical is in two terms. One is purely in monetary terms, and the other one in terms of time. Well, in terms of time, definitely this has got a major lead.
The vast country, it's such beautiful, and then we have a snow, and then a very hot summer. We had a cross country to Calgary and Edmonton, and that was a beautiful cross country. We could see, we stopped at small airports, you could see small communities, you could see a good big city like Edmonton. We stayed a day in Edmonton and a day in Calgary, and those are very beautiful cities, and we could understand a little bit more about Canada.
Well, learning here in Manitoba, as opposed to a big center, there's a lot less time and a lot less worry with sometimes delays that are air traffic control oriented. The other thing that as well is an advantage here is the huge wide open spaces. You're able to get a lot of practice in, and as well just the ability to tailor that training to what it is that you require.
Flying in Canada, it's terrific, it's awesome. The nature here is very nice. When you fly into north or to east, you can find a lot of lakes, a lot of islands. It's awesome. It looks great.
Canada is a very friendly place. It's a beautiful place, especially Manitoba. And we've never seen any flat ground like this anywhere in India. So I really appreciate this weather. Even the weather is very nice.
Our weather is very good for flying. We have 4 distinct seasons. Last year we flew about 320 days of the year. The weather allows us to experience different conditions from very hot to cold. And even in winter, we don't stop flying. The winter conditions offer smooth air, clear air with good airplane performance. And in Manitoba, The weather is sunny in winter, so the weather is very conductive for flight training.
With a second location in St. Andrews that started operation in '05, it kind of has given us the best of both in the sense that we're operating in Steinbach from an uncontrolled field and we operate at St. Andrews from a controlled field.
Here it's a question of procedures and sequencing everyone, the entire traffic flow. So you need to kind of understand the traffic procedures which are common the worldwide, the holds or the NDB approaches, the RLS approaches and so on.
Training is conducted at both places. We could even have people transferring back and forth. But typically when people arrive, they tend to stay at the school where they first start. But certainly they can train at either place.
There is something known as controlled airspace and uncontrolled airspace. In India, the access into controlled airspace is very limited, very, very limited. The traffic is quite high over there in whatever few controlled airspaces are there. And you know, they do not like to have a mix of such low speed and high speed airplanes because the infrastructure also doesn't permit such mixture in the airspace.
St. Andrews operation has the advantage of operating from a controlled airport. Gives pilots a different exposure in terms of airspace and so on. On-site accommodation is available there as well. Some people find being close to a larger center, such as Winnipeg, more in terms of what they're used to from their background. And so services available, entertainment and so on is something that is a little more available in and around the city of Winnipeg.
Facilities are great. There's always a room to study in. There's a nice lounge for the students to talk and mingle and ask themselves questions. There's computers on site to study from and check our emails.
We're also involved in aircraft charter. We're operating that out of Steinbach and St. Andrews, although at this point primarily out of St. Andrews to cover the Winnipeg market. So flight training primary, charter secondary. We do offer assistance particularly to our students. In many cases, if they're flying for recreation, they're looking to own an airplane at some point, and certainly we can assist them in a purchase or an assessment of their airplane. And in some cases, we maintain those airplanes as well.
And we're very proud of our maintenance engineers. Right now we have 4 maintenance engineers who are on full-time staff. In addition, we also have over $200,000 worth of spare parts, so that the aircrafts, when they do have issues, we have spare parts ready to go, right in stock.
The fleet of aircraft is very good. I mean, the number of aircraft which are online, you never see an aircraft dropping out in a day-to-day flying. It's a very rare occasion that an odd instrument or something is not working. But all in all, I would say the maintenance over here is really good.
The last 10 years in particular has seen our recognition in the worldwide market, I guess, increase an awful lot. And many countries now have just a tremendous demand for qualified pilots, a demand that they just cannot meet in their own country.
In fact, in India, I can quote you the examples. In India, like you have in certain flying clubs, maybe you have about 4 airplanes over there, 1 maybe on maintenance, so 3 are available on the line, and there are 50 guys waiting to fly it. So if a guy gets to fly once or twice a week, he's really happy over there. The competition is like that. As opposed to here, like here you got about 12 planes online at any given time. And I'm talking about the 152s, I'm not counting in the 172s or something. So you got 12 planes, and instructors are quite a few here.